Hello and welcome to another edition of the 20th episode of my show there. Speak the Funk Up. If you were watching, you know my name is Corey Funk. I probably don't even have to say that really anymore. You just know who I am. But what I'm going to talk about is this. Now, I'm all for people want to transition. I actually talked about this in the Dwayne Wade thing one time. I'm going to talk about this now because this reminded me of that South Park episode where with Heather Swanson, if any of you seen that episode, it's talking about like this person started identifying as a woman and they drew the person making him look like Macho Man Randy Savage. Now, it's a new wrestling promotion that came out last year, so somewhat new, called AEW. I looked at the roster, and they do have some pretty damn good wrestlers. But there's one thing that bugs me about AEW. And I will tell you and I'll explain it.
7 years ago, we saw an extraordinary match for the AEW Women's World Title. And please welcome with me the new AEW Women's World Champion, the Native Beast, Nyla Rose.
Here we are.
Well, JR, it was a historic night in Austin, Texas. Is that woman right there?
Okay, you heard them say that woman. This is the AEW Women's Champion there. And what that woman is, Nyla Rose, you look it up. She's a man. She's the first transgender wrestler. Now, I know the storylines are all set up a certain way. That being said, let's see if this woman kicks the shit out of, or this so-called woman kicks the shit out of this real woman. It sounds bad that I'm saying it, but yeah, this is...
The Native Beast, Nyla Rose.
That's how you greet me? It's
Never mind, it's an interview,
that
but...
really a greeting for a champion?
You're a dude. You should not be in the women's division. Okay. Now, if they had actual competitions of, like, you know, like for instance, let's say a legit biological woman. You know, because the thing about women, the biology is different than men. Women could do a lot of things. Like, women could give birth. Women could do... That's a beautiful thing. Women could do that. But, like, the physical, they have different, like, they have more estrogen, where testosterone, like, men naturally are. And, like, I know couldn't beat up Ronda Rousey because she is legitimately a trained fighter who's been doing it for her entire life, so she knows her martial arts. Now, if they're... Then that's all... But, like... A woman or a man going in dressed up like a woman to beat up the competition, I am against that, and that's kind of why I'm looking at this whole AEW thing. That's why I can't get into it. When I heard about this, I had to look it up, and it just bugged the hell out of me, because like there's no way a biological woman is going to go get herself all trained, get her sex change ready. Bam, she's a man. Then goes into male sports and do it. You know why that is? Because of the difference between the biological men and women. You know, like men are naturally stronger in that aspect. So that's why you'll never see that. If a woman did that, she'd get her ass kicked in the competition. Now, like, say, Braun Strowman, who's in the WWE, like, if he went into the women's division, got that all changed, and you, like, see, if you want to get a sex change, whatever, but you should not compete in women's sports, because biologically, a lot of these women train their asses off, train hard, and, like, and they want to get gold, and then, bam, a man comes and gets a sex change, and destroys the competition. And I don't get how people think that's fair, because I did talk about this one time with Dwayne Wade with his kid getting a sex change at very young, and as well, I don't think children should be allowed to make that decision. If you're a grown-ass person, if you feel that you have gender dysphoria and you hit 18, you hit that adult age, then you, by all means, go get your sex change. But don't expect taxpayers to pay the taxes of that. Do it yourself, raise the money yourself. But like, it's a true fact about that whole community that I wanted to talk about. And having this, like, it just makes no sense. Like watching, and this is my favorite show of all time. I've admitted it, South Park, and like how would, just to laugh.
Competition, strong woman, Miss Women Doing competition. How do you feel about that?
Amazing. I feel honored to be a part of history. I have a lot of incredible trans friends who are athletes, and so we're all inspired this woman's competing.
And have you actually ever met Heather Swanson?
No, I've never competed against her before, no.
She's not exactly your average trans athlete.
Well, what is an average trans athlete? Honestly, I find that kind of bigoted, David.
Okay, Heather Swanson is actually joining us now. Miss Swanson, how does it feel to be competing today?
I can't tell you how free I feel now that I've started identifying as a woman. Now that I can compete as female, I'm ready to smash the other girls.
And is it correct you just started identifying as female 2 weeks ago?
I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some fucking ass.
Yeah, like, if that entered, like, let's say, if somebody that looked like that put on a thing, decided to start identifying as female, everybody would be all up in arms. And rightfully so. It's just my belief that if you want to get your transition, go right ahead, but realize if you want to compete in actual sports like that, especially women that compete their entire lives to become the best, and then somebody who comes in naturally born, a male, gets the sex change and starts dominating the competition, it's not right. And that's basically what I want to talk about. My name is Corey Funk. That was the 20th episode of Speak the Funk Up. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.